Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is East Night. Night? 9. It's not night time already, it's still just during the day. Alright, what it is for today, we are on another episode of side questing. If we look on the map, we have our Artisan is Suffering here. And down here we have the warehouse takeout. And I think the other one we have left is just beyond the border, and that is here. So this is definitely going to be the last one or the beginning of the next episode. For now, let's start with the Artisan is Suffering. See what kind of mess is going on here.
What should I do?
I tell you, Marcel, you get more and more stubborn by the day. Don't you think you ought to give in just this once? The poor boy was so distraught he came all the way to pay me a visit. How many times do I have to tell you? I'm here to get work done. Full stop. Yet here you are, wasting valuable time, bringing up my numbskull apprentice. And there you go again. Oh, you kids need something? Well, kind of. We received your request at the bar. Oh hoo! Why didn't you say so? We craftsmen could use an outside hand. Mind if we borrow you for a bit, seeing as you've already here and all? Sure, we can help out.
Yes.
Great, your kids are real lifesavers. As for a little issue here. It is Marcel's apprentice, Potts. We need you to bring him back to us. Bring him back to you? What happened to him? He hasn't gone missing, has he? Now, look what you've done, Burling. Your lousy explanation got the girl all up in a tizzy. At this rate, you'll end up making things more of a mess than they already are. Would you listen to him? The thanks I get for submitting the request, he wouldn't. Long story short, Marcel and Potts have been having a little master-apprentice quarrel. There's no news for them usually, but it's gotten to a boiling point this time around. If only that Brad fired up the forge half as well as he did the temper of his. You still haven't told us what actually happened. Oh, sorry about that, boyo. We're blacksmiths, not wordsmiths. In any case, we at the craft guilds have provided apprenticeships for ages now. It's customary for aspiring young artisans to join workshops and receive training. But whether an apprentice ever becomes a full-fledged craftsman is up to the master. It's not uncommon for a youngster to start feeling impatient or unappreciated. And so the half-wit apprentice of mine went and made a shield that I never taught him. All the while spouting some haughty nonsense as putting what he's learned to practice. No disrespect for the old ways or workshop permissions, for that matter. The audacity. I gave him good yelling too. Said a rookie like him needed to master the basics first. Potts ended up leaving the workshop after that. He ran off to the plains with said shield in hand, determined to prove its worth. I like the cut of his jib. But the plains are quite dangerous alone. It would be best if you return at once. It would. I tried stopping on my way out of town, but you know what he said? You're just siding with Master Marcel, huh? All you care about here is damage control. Screw this. Master never planned on training an outsider like me anyway. Or well, something along that line. I'm not so good with young people speak. He called himself an outsider? Sounds like this is more complex of a situation than we thought. Hardly worth all the fussing around. Sounds like the man of the old workshop had just about enough of all this. I'll do the asking for him then. Could you bring Potts back? Sorry he put you up to this. Burling just mentioned it, but the kid ran off towards the Millian Plains. Seems he was making his way southwest. Then it sounds like that's where we're headed. Let's go search for him. Alright. So we know where it is. It's of course in the new area. And somewhere around in this corner. This one seems the closest. So basically, he was an apprentice and he found himself more worthy than his master thought he was, and now he wants to prove himself. So, yeah, pretty straightforward. Let's bring him back and let him show us the shield. If it's any good, we are the people to talk about, because we use shields a lot. Alright, I'm ready now. I'm gonna do it. I'm really gonna do it. And then Master will be forced to admit he was wrong. But it won't hurt to be extra sure I'm ready. Ah, there he is. So this is Pots, huh? There'll be a lot less explanation if we're in our normal forms. Hey you! What? Me? Who are you? You and the Monstrums explain the situation to the leery Pots. Ah, I get it. Master sent you. Gosh, first you guys, and now he involved Master Burling too? Has he got a shred of dignity left? No dignity, huh? Remind me, who's the spoiled brat who abandoned ship over an argument with his master again? Come back to the city with us. There are too many monsters around here. You wouldn't want your runaway excursion to turn into a runaway corpse recovery, would you? No, but I can't go back yet. Not until I've proven the value of this. Potts brings out a prototype shield. Ah, so this is what you made without your master's approval. Yes, I want to make a shield that was as light as it was sturdy. If I could just prove that it worked against monsters, then that moolish master of mine will have no choice but to accept my genius. Or maybe you're the one who can accept that you're too scared to face him. You might have left in a huff, but where's that gallantry now? You weren't watching me, were you? What do you expect? I've never slain a beast before. I only planned up to this point, but now my stupid legs won't move. Hey, you guys look like a rough crowd. You probably killed a monster before. How about you test out my shield? You wish for us to be your test subjects. Exactly. It makes perfect sense. I'm a craftsman, not a brute warrior like you guys. Sure, I could give up beat up some monster, but it would be even better in your hands. I think I can follow? Meh, yeah, me I beat up some monsters. Wouldn't hurt to give it a swirl.
Well...
Yeah, we've already come this far. But you better come back to the city with us after we're done, or else. Fine, you have my word. You can trust me. Here, take it. Prototype shield. One of you is going to have to equip it, and then you need to kill 15 mushroom monsters in the plains. Supposedly they explode after being offed. I figured that should demonstrate its agility. Okay, take it away. Alright, commence the experiment. Okay, let's equip it. I'm sure I can remember what we originally equipped. Let's get rid of the expensive one. This one. I'm hoping that as soon as we're done, the game gives us a bit of a confirmation that we actually did it. Because to be honest, I'm not good at counting while actually actively playing a game. I'm sure to mess up. Okay, this is 3. Count with us. 4. I'm just gonna focus on defeating the 15. The rest is not really important. Alright, that means 10 more. Going decently far at it. I do hope some of them respawn. I'm sure there isn't exactly 15 on the map though. Alright, 8 more. Another 2. Okay, 6 more.
Something's there.
4 more. Or that at 3. No, let us keep it at 4 just to play it safe. By not focusing on the rest, we're doing this pretty quickly actually. And the reason I'm not defeating all the monsters is because these big ones can be a real hassle after a while. Alright, so we did get a notification that we beaten the 50 mushrooms. So gathering up some little materials along the way. Let's make our way back.
Something's there.
Hoping that he'll be happy. Return to the city.
Something's there.
We can get our reward. Yes, I'm going the right way. Ah, you guys really did it. So, how was the shield? It ain't half bad. It was strong enough. And it was lightweighted too. People line up for this. That is, if you can forge it on your own. I see. Ah, that's all the testing I need for today. We have fulfilled our end of the contract. You will return to the city as promised? A deal's a deal. Lead the way. Finally, I get to show Mars that I was right all along. All of you returned to Artisan Lane along with Potts. The guild masters awaited you. There's probably still something wrong with that. Maybe a little thing. Hoo-wee. Glad he's still in one piece. Thanks a million, kiddos. So, the prodigal apprentice returns. Just thought I'd come back to prove you wrong, you old has-been. So here it is, my masterpiece. Let's see you play your good-for-nothing apprentice down after taking a look at this. We'll see about that, you conceited little brat. Potts hands this prototype shield over to Master Marcel. I'm impressed, Potts. Takes some real nerve to strut on in parading this around as a masterpiece. Hey, come on now. Still, it's light, sturdy, easy to handle. You got the makings of something here. But prototype or not, a piece like this is gold a dozen among craftsmen. If you can't even understand that much. Oh, shut up your damn mouth. You'll never recognize me as a craftsman no matter what I do, will you? Why even keep me around? So have someone to pick on and do your chores? Talk about the old ways and tradition, but you can't even stand where I come from. Enough already. Don't go making assumptions, Potts. Being a craftsman is about one thing, skill. No one's here to judge you for being an outsider from Rom. You want my recognition? You gotta earn it. Your skills just aren't there yet. So that's what he meant by outsider. The number of Romans here did increase after Glia's annexation. It was long after the war when you first knocked on my workshop door. At the time, most Glians scorned Romans as callous invaders behind their backs. But still, you insisted on following behind bumbling old me without a single gripe. I'll admit, I started to grow fond of you over the years. Yet in all your time treading water with nothing to show, I never encouraged you even once. Master Marcel, I understand your feelings that the way I run my workshop is outdated. Suppose I couldn't bring myself to take any criticism from an amateur. Until now it is. Didn't you hear me? I said this shield had the makings of something. It's rough around the edges, sure, but a little elbow grease and it will make into a fine product. No matter is that you finally produce something worthy of praise. You got ways to go before becoming a true craftsman, but that doesn't mean I can't listen to you once in a while. Master. First off, try tempering this shield again. A little refining should righten it out. You want to put what you've learned to practice? Here's your big chance. After all, you can gripe about how I run the place as much as you want. Yes, Master. Aw, Potts. I'm happy for him. The hell do we always stick around for these mushy-ass happy endings anyway? It's like they always say, fair weather cometh after a storm. Thanks again for your help, everyone. Afterwards, Potts told Adol and his friends to wait a while. Following a short wait, he then handed his refined creation over to them. Feather shield. Is this really the same shield as before? I have improved upon it considerably for such a short period of time. Yeah, it came together somehow or other, thanks to Master Marcel's advice. Of course it did. Like I keep saying, you still got long ways to go. Ah, can it all, man, you made your point. Anyway, I've obviously got a lot to learn before I can become a true craftsman. So, I'll just have to keep busting my ass on a master's instruction till I get there. We'll put that shield to good use.
Thank you.
That's about as much as I can ask for. And thanks again for everything. We'll know who to call next time something comes up.
Job well
Or
done.
whether we need to test another shield. Because I don't mind getting some free equipment while busy, you know, helping the artisans. Oh, just not 400 Nox yet. Well, we got more side quests to do. Some more time to get some more points. Alright, let's get our equipment back. It's not a bad shield, I just like my other things better. Ooh! Oh, it has started. The Wondrous Cloak. These are the cloaks that you get towards the ending of the game. There are 3 ones. One is with the distance traveled. There is one for killing monsters. And there's also another one, a 3rd one. I don't know exactly what that was, but these are the items that gives you the greatest stat increases. So if you look at my strength and defense, that's a big increase. But let's see where our normal equipment is. See something along the way, right here. And zeroing out all the stats is too good to let up, just as the strength and the HP absorb here as well. But we do have some other characters that can make some use of it. Yeah, definitely. Oh, they changed the party. Let's chase up a few moves with the new ones. No, can't do. Might as well keep Krisha in there. Alright. Next, a side quest. Oh! And while we are at it, if you look at the stats for Balduq, you can see we are missing 3 treasures. And I think I found the one that was in the Noble District. As you can see, 8 out of 8 treasures. The only ones we have left are the ones we needed the Renegade skill for. So let's get those out of the way and have the entire Balduq done, treasures and all. Still means that outside there are still some more treasures, but at least we got these done. Okay, over that side. Is there a way to get up there quick? Shouldn't be too bad. That's good. Alright, let's see. Because there were, I think they were all like guard houses where they were guarded by one of the soldiers, and then in the back of it you could slide under the door in order to get to the treasure chest. Yeah, see here.
A treasure chest.
That's gold, that's 1, so this area is done now. And I think it's all the same principle in the other areas as well. Just gotta remember where it is, cause most of them we've seen a long ass while ago.
A treasure chest.
Another 3,000, nice. And what's the last one? Ah, yes, the beginning. Actually, the first chest in the beginning of the game that we couldn't get. I think we found it like in the first hour or something, so that's how long it took for us to get there. Can I get past you, or are you already blocking me? Yeah.
Awesome.
Alright. Can't stop us if you can't see us.
A treasure chest.
And a defense elixir. Beautiful. 100% explored and 100% of the treasures found in Balduq. Okay, we can scratch that one off our list. Beautiful. Alright, next side quest it is. Should be up here somewhere. I have walked past them a couple of times already while searching for the treasure in this district. Ah, I don't suppose you're all here about my request, are you? You must be Count Adol then. You got some thieves or something ransacking the warehouses here, yeah? Quite right. These warehouses are mainly used by us Roman nobility, but valuables have been disappearing from within them again and again. My own stock may very well be targeted next, hence my search for qualified assistance. But aren't crimes like these the garrison's number one concern? And security should already be pretty strict with the Governor's General office nearby. Yes and yes. Yet even still, the crimes occur right beneath their noses. It seems they're carefully deduced the most opportune moments to slip past the patrols. It's almost as though they're taunting them, committing these crimes in broad daylight. Wow, that's pretty daring. It doesn't sound like your everyday thieves. These guys are running off pure spite. And that's why you're looking for ordinary people a noble would never usually hire. Indeed, I may have my pride as a Roman, but sacrifices must be made somewhere. You all look to be plenty qualified, enough to handle any altercations at least. May I ask you to handle patrolling the area? For a suitable compensation, of course. We're on the job. You are? Wonderful. Can't be any more of a drag than my usual nightly rounds. Besides, anyone who manages to sneak past a Roman patrol has got my eye. Yeah, no way they're just some run-of-the-mill burglars. Alright, it's decided then. Let's get started. Best of luck. The fate of our precious valuables lie with you. Alright. Let's see who's gonna be the thief in this quest. The Count has left this area under our jurisdiction. According to him, the warehouse over there has yet to be targeted by the culprits. As every theft so far has occurred by day, it would not be odd for them to appear soon. We'll have to not only catch them in the act, but apprehend them as well. What we need then is the perfect stakeout point. Best if we split up so we got all our bases covered no matter where they sneak in. Look at you, Mr. Knight. You really got this down. Yeah, good idea, Credo. Let's go searching. Well, if these are the warehouses, then the best thing would be like on top of this building. There are rocks obscuring view, but enough for us to look down at it. So this one is the one I would pick. What about here? It's got a direct view of the warehouse while still being hidden. Yeah, let's add it to our list of lookout points. Ah, so we just need to find all of them, which is easy because they're all marked on the map. But the place we were just before, in my eyes, if I had to choose one spot, that would be the best one. Phew, it's a bit of a climb, but look, you can see both the front and the back of the warehouse from here. Sounds like a perfect spot for a stakeout to me. Okay, so this is the one to check out if anyone is going out the back. And this is probably the best place to go pursue them if we do find them. This is a bit close to the warehouse itself. Still, It's a suitable location for remaining out of view. Oh, whatever works. We'll count it as a lookout point. We should have enough points to see the house from all sides now. Yep, all that's left up is to split up and wait for those thieves to show up. Can't hardly wait. Adol and his comrades split themselves among the lookout points and began standing guard around the warehouses. And sure enough, before long, there they are. Adol, look! Definitely looking like thieves. They've come. Looks like it. Now to just make our way over slow and... What the hell? Hey, what happened to slow and steady? Ah, screw that. First mover advantage. This is a real buzzkill though. Looks like they're just 2-bit burglars after all. You think someone who managed to sneak past the garrison put up a better fight? But why are the monstrums here? I bet those Roman nobles put you up to this, didn't they? Ah, come on, Hawk, really? What matters most is that he stopped them before the crime was committed, no? Ah, can't argue with that. Plus, he thwarted their break-in right in the middle of the act. Wait, I feel like I've seen the guy before. Shit, so you bosses were working against us all along, huh? Fine, bow your heads to those Romans then. You and all the rest of the ignorant masses. That's some big talk for some small-time klepto to be. Gaston, run! You have to get away. We can't have you be caught here. Remember our master plan. Right, I'm sorry for this, guys. Hey. Always cute when they think they can run. After him, Adol. Oh yeah. Work those boots. Damn, he's fast. I'm a little bit faster with my new boots on. Almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there. Come on. Yeah, got him. You caught Gaston. Whew. Damn it all. Phew, finally caught up to him. It was tough for even us to keep up. We've got some real fancy footwork. Not enough though. It's the end of the line for you, pal. You monsters sure think you're hot stuff, don't you? We've been hearing about your little escapades here and there, you know. Like messing with the Romans and breaking folks out of prison. Not to mention getting in the way of our operations. Have to admit, you've got us beat. Operations? But in the end, you're just the same as the boss after she slipped out of jail. All the power to make a difference, and you won't even use a bit to help Leah. You rather bow down to the Romans and kiss the damn ground they walk on. Where's your pride as a Glean, huh? That rage you used to hold against Rom. I am not even Glean. I think this one is the better choice. I don't think this point it's important what I'm talking about. It means that he needs to calm the shit down. Maybe listen to Margot. She could maybe talk some sense into him. I am unable to parse any meaning from this either. Wait, hold a sec. Is your boss who I think it is? Ah, I'm willing to bet it is. You were part of the Bells of Freedoms, weren't you? That's the resistance group that was wiped out 3 years ago. Then everything Margot was talking about before? It's up to she who started things to bear the cross, as well as make certain the next generation doesn't stray on the wrong path. She was worrying about you guys the entire time. We of the Resistance have been hiding our time for these past 3 years now. They may well quell our revolt. They may wipe out our organization. They may even capture the woman leading our helm. They will never take our ultimate goal, complete and utter revenge against Rom. Now that the boss has forgotten her pride as a Glean though, we've got no other choice. Just, what is it you're all... Over there, it's the Monstrums! And the warehouse thief too, no less. Ah, great. A smoke bomb. He must have had one prepared. Just you wait. You, the boss, the Romans, all of you. The time will come when we make our move. When the bell of freedom rings. Okay, so this is part 1 of the Resistance quest, so we definitely need Margot's input on this. Ah, come on. Did he seriously get away? We would do well to do the same. Yeah, we'll have to report all of this back to the Count Adol and to Margot at that. Adol and his comrades managed to get away soon after. Once the commotion in Noble District died down, they reported the attempted burglary to Count Adol. With that out of the way, they decided to return to the Dandelion to tell Margot. How the mighty have fallen. 3 years. I was only absent for 3 measly years. Those idiots didn't give you too much trouble, did they? Oh, no they didn't. It was the member of the Resistance all along. They were responsible for pickpocketing and scams we put a stop to. I did some digging of my own, but it's the only explanation. Pickpocketing and petty scams were just the tip of the iceberg. I don't condone crime, but if I need money to help out my friends in prison, I don't know what I would have done. They were willing to stain their reputation to free their leader. One thing's for sure, they're not going anywhere near the Noble District anytime soon. There's no guarantee they're not off somewhere hatching up a new plot though. I hope not, but who knows what else they're capable of. I had hoped this was just a phase, but I am to blame for failing to lead them on the path of justice. Perhaps I'm unfit to call myself their leader. You've been breathing that prison stench for so long it's got into your head. Yeah, perhaps has. Still, I must carefully consider my action for the future to come. You can talk to me anytime. Kind of you to offer, my boy. Forgive my involving you in all this mess. You needn't let it concern you. You must have other business to attend to. Yeah.
Well enough.
But this is part of our mission as well. Make sure that the Monstrums and all their allies are in good standing around town. Alright, so I think this is a good place to stop it for today. Next time we're gonna start off by destroying the red vortex, opening up the new area for the main story, and giving us access to that one final side quest that we still have open, and that's the one behind the barrier, which we do not even know what it is. It could be the official Aprilis one that we always have, and after of course we removed the red one, the blue one should pop up as well, and I'm thinking it's gonna be here, because we know there's a barrier here, and apparently a little small area behind it that will grant us access to a few treasures. So if that's the case, we'll open both of them up and then go to the side quest, and after we've done this one, of course, as always, we'll head our way to over here. We've already seen it in our master plan. This is where the mines are. We're gonna head towards that same direction and see if we can find our way back into Balduq prison via a new way. The thing is, as far as we know, the prison Adol is trying to get out through that same way as well. So what I'm hoping for is that maybe we get to run into each other. And I'm very curious how that's gonna play out. But I'm pretty sure that's not gonna be in the next episode. But hopefully very, very soon. But until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And I definitely hope to see you next time. Bye bye.